Hey, what's up, guys? Don't know if this is working. I don't go live very much from the phone, but I'm headed home. I apologize for last night, guys. If anyone was there, was trying to check out the live stream, I had family come over. Then there were kids there. I had the backyard full of stuff. Sorry, I'm in traffic. So anytime someone gets close to the vehicle, of course, the horns start going off. But I will get the live stream. Dude, I did so much studying today. It was also really good last night that I kind of was by myself. I got to watch round one. I broke that down really, really good. Today, what I did is I went through every team that's picking from 33 all the way to 57. I checked out all their 30 visits. I checked out who they're interested in. I know that only 2 safeties went in round one. 2 safeties went in round one, 1 cornerback. That leaves us heavy on the corners and safeties, especially since we're looking for a safety, particularly, you guys know. So I will get the live stream going tonight. I also evaluated the defensive tackle position, defensive lineman. Actually, right now, 11 of those are off the board already. So with 11 of those off the board, we're probably looking at definitely going safety, unless today it goes safety heavy. If we have about 4 safeties, we're still really that could go in the second round at pick 58, but there's more like 3. Adderley, Rapp, and Thornhill. Savage is off the board, and Chauncey Green. So we do have 4. Chauncey Green Jr. is still there as well. Those are 4 of the safeties that we could be looking at in round 2. If for some reason all 4 of those guys are off the board, I don't think they will be. And the reason is, if you guys remember, the safety pick was heavily picked over during free agency. So a lot of the free agency safeties were hit up. And then after that, we haven't had too much safety interaction during the offseason, because not too much talk about safety in the draft, because I think it's been addressed by most of the teams. I don't think it's a typically really strong position where there was 1 or 2 safeties that stood out. So the safeties that are there are relatively all pretty equal. After you get to about the 7th or 8th safety, there is a drop-off. So we'll see, guys. I really think the safety position is strong. Also, only 1 running back has come off the board, 2 wide receivers. So what that means is, with all these defensive linemen off the board, all these defensive linemen and defensive tackles, off the board, a lot of teams are going to start looking towards running back, wide receiver, and offense, which hopefully, and some guys will be going safety as well and corner, but I really think we have a good opportunity to get the safety we want. It's almost guaranteed. I would say there's very little chance we don't get one of those 4 safeties I just mentioned. Chauncey Green Jr., Savage is off the board. Still there is Adderley, Rapp, and 1 more. I can't quite recall right now, because I'm not good at this when I'm driving. But really a good chance of getting our safety, which also means with only 2 wide receivers off the board by 90, what I showed was currently Jalen Hurd is the 17th best wide receiver left on the board. It also shows him at 130. So if he's checking in at 130 overall, there's a good chance he's there at 90. There's also a good chance he's there at 126. I really don't think he'll be there at 126, even though he's ranked at 130. And the reason I say that is it only takes 1 player to like a guy. Just for that case, you can see Savage came off the board a little quicker than I think most people thought he would. I don't think he was the best safety on the board, and he came off quickly. So I got a lot of other notes. Like I said, I went through every team, and highlighted all their 30 visits, all of their visits, any pre-visit that they did with players. And these teams, most of the teams had about 60 to 70 pre-game or pre-draft visits. I got all of those listed. I highlighted the ones that the Cowboys also, so I cross-fed that against all the Cowboys visits as well as each team individually. So as each pick comes up tonight, I will go through the team. I will show the team, the players that the Cowboys are interested in, as well as the St. Louis Cardinals. When the Seattle Seahawks come up, I will show you guys all the players that the Seattle Seahawks had visits with and the Cowboys had visits with as well. I checked the ones that had double visits, there was a lot of players that had more than one visit, and there were some of the players that had like 3 different visits. Like they met at the Pro Day, they met at their 30 visit, and they met them at the Senior Bowl. So I went through and I got all that information for tonight. So as each pick comes up, we can mark the safety off after 58, and we can concentrate on the receiver or the running back after that, or whatever happens. But we will be able to do that pick by pick, one by one. So I just want to get this posted. It is a live stream. I can't see who's chatting. I see the chat box open, but it's too sunny out here, and I got the top down. I'm headed home. I'll be home in about 10 minutes, and I will get the video started right before the draft. So appreciate you guys jumping in on the live stream. Sorry I couldn't respond. I will be at the house in just a few minutes. You guys take care. I'm going to get this thing shut down so I can drive and make sure I get home in this traffic. Peace, guys. See you tonight. And I really am sorry about last night, really. How do I stop this?